Hey everybody, Koosemose here, back again with Last Stream World Unknown. We are in the castle of Westonia, and we, first off, managed to more or less save the city. Well, we have not done the greatest job at it, but I claim we only lost one person. I kind of felt like we lost more than that, but I'll accept what they say. And they want us to head back to Rockwood. So, that is just what we're going to do. Oh, we have a cutscene. Let's go ahead and watch that. As you step back onto solid ground, the gravity of what just happened finally sinks in, and you sink to the ground, sobbing in relief. A vision envelopes you, and you welcome in its cold reprieve from reality. Chapter 10, Rebellion. It's only about 10,000 years. Wow, 10,000 years is the modern era. My lord, we're under attack. The fools have finally begun their rebellion. My lord? Alert the Royal Guard. Spread news of this attack to every citizen and demand their absolute loyalty. We shall meet them head on. Yes, my lord. I shall show you no mercy. So it seems to be split along color lines, red versus green. And boy, green did not do well. Don't fully recognize all of the Pitlarians. General Mephistopheles, those loyal to Asmodeus are being slaughtered by our righteous brothers. Those who have not been killed have thrown down their weapons and fled to the safety of their homes. As commanded, we are showing them mercy. Good. Once Asmodeus has fallen, they will stand with us. They are blinded by Asmodeus' dark lies, but we will bring them to the fiery light of truth. Kill them all, I say. If they cannot find the backbone to stand up to Asmodeus, they don't deserve to live. They are sheep and must be herded toward our cause. We need not slaughter them. It would be a waste. Killing them would only weaken the strength of the army we will field to crush the Overworlders. After today, they will be made to swear fealty. We will kill those who refuse. Agreed. General Mephistopheles, all that remains is Asmodeus' inner sanctum and its royal guard. They will not be overwhelmed easily. They number but 1,000 troops. We have nearly 10,000. They will be overwhelmed by us. This is why we waited, to have overwhelming numbers. Many of the greatest warriors of our kind remain loyal and will die today for their stupidity. But such is the nature of revolution. What is your command, my lord? Assemble the troops outside the inner sanctum. I will lead them myself. Yes, my lord. Today we are proof that the immortal Asmodeus too bleeds. Today we end Asmodeus' reign. We shall no longer remain locked within the confines of this mountain. We are the rightful rulers of this planet, and yet we are imprisoned here due simply to the word of the fool who rules us. Today that ends. March with me to glory. Mephistopheles, so you are the traitor, and you bring your traitorous clansmen with you. Teach us about treachery, Asmodeus. You seem to be its master. We have betrayed only you, while you have stolen destiny from generations of Pitlarians. To prepare to die. No more will die except you or I. Strike me to perdition yourself, while you hide behind your rebel army like the coward you take me for. I will gladly deal your death blow. Those who stand behind you are ignorant of the lies that you tell. It is not their fault that you can so eloquently spin a web of lies to cover your weakness. You arrogant fool, so be it. Combat will settle the truth of your claims. And so they do battle. So, we've got... well, nothing to do but head out as far as I can think. So, let us do that. We've stopped by all the various laboratories on the way in. And got what we could there. So, let us... oh, no, we cannot currently call ourselves... actually, you know what? I'm going to swing back up this way again. Try to remember where this is. Up here, okay. So this is the person that told us about the tomb. The tomb, rather? Tome. Goodness. That turned out to have nothing in it. I think he was the one that told us about it. In exchange for teaching us, or for us teaching him one of our arts. There it is. Oh. So he had it here the whole time? Well then. Peaceful sage has perished. In his chest pocket is a note reading, "Dear friends, I am sorry to have misled you. I do believe your story. Vice Regent Veril made claims reminiscent of yours to Jaros. I had a purpose in wanting you to witness Jaros for yourselves. He endured great torment as a child prisoner of war, and eventually escaped, but into poverty. His body was deformed by illness and the cruelties of our fellow races. His brittle bones could not support armor nor hold a sword. It was his courage and care for the suffering of others that defined him as a warrior. My real name is Selethil, and I found my purpose as a scribe and guard to Jaros. As I told you, life is for the living, and the armor I used while guarding Jaros should be put to effective use. You will find it in my chest. Please know that, like Veril, whatever pedestrian history you may have led on your world is over. You stand alone on Firma now. Find your purpose here as the great warriors you have become. Godspeed." Well, alright then. Let's see what we can wear. Was there a sword and all that? I don't think there was. It was a shield, however. Sybil's battered shield, and we've currently got Ignatius. Resists elemental damage. But, I mean, that's a pretty darn good shield. Yeah, let's try it out. And just try everything. I will lose that. Why not? Let's just kit out Koos in all that gear. See what he loses and gains. Maybe it has... how do I get... oh, nope, not what I wanted to do. I wanted to see if it had any additional effects. Also not what I wanted to do. Alright, similarly they crank things up pretty nicely. That's not that impressive. Those actually take your stats down. Okay, well, it's the veneer shoe still. Okay, and I don't think he had a thing there, so let's see what we can share with others. We have the ancient armor now, which is not as good as the Aegis. That's that resist elemental, though. Huh. Very interesting. What about the other things that were taken off? I don't remember what I was wearing. Oh, you can't do any of that. I don't want to wear those because these are gauntlets. Has MP cost. You don't really need that. You use a lot of MP. I guess you can stand to lose a little bit. You've already got halves MP cost. So put back on Virgil's. And yeah, it'll be fine. Okay. Wasn't sure if anything was going to happen there. I figured we'd get sent on another quest, but I understand the gist. Of course, I've forgotten most of what he told me because, or what we discovered there, because that was quite some time ago. However, we've got the general gist. So, we are hopping on our boat. Oh, did they open it back up? Was he never there on the way out? Cannot recall. Alright, so I'm going to sail on over to Rockwood, which is, let's see, head west. Alright. I don't think I can land on the dock there, can I? Well, I'm going to go head over that way, and I'll meet you back there. Alright, we are almost to Rockwood, and there's a little tent there that wasn't there before. Or was it? Perhaps it was. Let's go check it out. I cannot recall. See if there's anybody or anything here. Okay, there's this fella. Everyone else has moved on to Court or Necht, but I can't bring myself to leave my homeland. I tried to make Court my home, but Rockwood called me back. I may have been the only one to see those gigantic mountains erupt from the ground. In less than an hour, the ruins of Rockwood were surrounded by those massive peaks. I've spent my days trekking along the edge of those mountains trying to find a way inside, and I can tell you that they are completely impassable. If only you could fly. Come to think of it, one of the elves that survived the destruction of Rockwood often spoke of legends of a race of phoenixes and their island Eyrie. He moved on with the rest of the survivors. You should be able to find him in Court. All I know is that it seems that Firma is ignoring the situation. At the Rockwood ruins. Someone needs to alert the World Council to the bizarre mountain range and whatever it's hiding. Sorry I can't be more help. Yeah, so go ahead and rest here. And see if he has anything worth stealing. I mean, borrowing for the war effort. Alright, what do you got for me? Anything? Come on. There's a war on, my man. Just because you're apparently at the front lines hanging out doesn't mean, you know, you get to keep it all for yourself. Do any treasure chests out here? Ah, you greedy, greedy man, don't let me have anything or everything. Alright, so we've got mountains around Court. And strange impassable peaks have sprung up from nothingness. Got a little pass here. Black stone looks... As you look up at the cliff face, you realize that it would be impossible to climb. There's no way through here. But is there anything I can steal? Very intimidating music, I suppose you might say. Can I walk up to it at least? Yeah, no, yeah, okay. Alright, so you mentioned Court. Let us get back on our Moa and head back that way. Just pass through the pass here. And it's not very far, as I recall, to get ourselves to Court. Just down a little ways, I believe. And right through here. Okay, might take me just a little bit to figure out who in Court exactly. Okay. Court item shop gets discount for help. Ooh. I don't really need any of that. I mean, I suppose I could stock up when I have a discount. But I'm pretty good on most things. Apparently those don't get a discount though. Nor those? Okay, well, your discount's mostly useless, sir. Alright, it's the guy that helped us out. Who do we think might be his friend? Oh, you talked to the aged adventurer who decided to stay behind near Rockwood. How's that old fool doing? What? Mountains around Rockwood? That's disturbing news. What's that? The Phoenix's Eyrie? Oh yes, the aged adventurer always insisted on calling them legends. But among the elves, we know that it's real. Our ancestors, when they ventured forth from Holdra, explored the entirety of Firma, and found an island to the southeast of here, where a race of gigantic birds that they named phoenixes lived. Amazingly, these birds are sentient and can speak the languages of men. The phoenixes refuse to be ridden, though. Legends say that the finest warriors might defeat the beast and tame the mighty phoenixes. You'll need to find an adventurous ship captain to take you into these uncharted waters, but I assure you, it's real. There's a young ship captain in Necht who may be willing to make the trip. In Necht? Really? Just not very well. Okay. So, surprisingly, we are to go next to Necht. So, just head down here, hop on our boat. Down this way. Oh, also another thing, if we push the, I think it's the dash button? No. Is it? Nope, not that button. This button. There we go. Oh, and there's something over there, but we can't get to it. I don't know what this button does. Normally we've got the radar now. And, I mean, we're not in the most efficient place to use it. But, if you see over there, you get a little ping. So I can kind of do this as I move. And find treasures. The other thing you can do is, if this throws me off so badly, is it a special, I think? I'm assuming it still works this way. If we use it from our inventory, that does no longer... Okay, it used to on the first one, on just last stream, if you use that from your inventory like that, it would in fact just tell you how far you had. I think it was here, or was it here? Do we have to get off the MOA? It's a possibility. Can't tell exactly where it is. There we go. Radar found a deeply buried treasure. Great magic potions. Those probably just disappeared into the void. Alright, so now let's get off our MOA, head to the south. That's pretty much just a straight shot, right? Yeah. Okay, so we've got an adventurous ship captain somewhere down here. Aha. Now that isn't necked here, right? No, that's just the ferry. Okay, so which way to necked exactly? Let's change our zoom level. Necked is all the way down there. So if we stick to the left side, it looks like we reach there. And I suppose I could pop the radar every so often. I may not make my way to all the treasures. And, you know, let's go ahead and just peek this one. This is still kind of a new thing to us. And just with everything else, we dig it up. Giant potions. Again, those ones that likely have just disappeared in the void, because I think those are the ones I'm near up top, topped off on. But that's fine. Alright, we are necked. Can I just enter through there? No, I can't. Alright, so they're not the biggest fans of us at necked, but yeah, some people are alright with us. As soon as I remember how exactly to get to the docks. There they are. Okay, so we need to talk to ship captains. Sure, yeah, that's the same as always. Well, no ships there. And no ships there. And you just sell fish, yeah? Yeah, not interested. Okay, so we've got one there, and this guy here. You look like an adventurous young fellow. I think the other guy is the guy that we bought the ship off of. The Phoenix says, what? Well, I won't say I have any man or woman accuse me of being a coward. I'll sell wherever you want if the price is right. It'll cost you extra because I'll have to stick around while you explore the island. I'm sorry, but it'll cost you 100,000 gold and another 200,000 gold to wait for you to perish. Paid up front, of course. Yeah, sure. I mean, sure. I could have possibly maybe haggled it down, because sometimes when you say no, they're like, well, how about this cheaper price? But not always. So, we are going to take the lovely trip over to the Phoenix's area and see exactly where it might be. Bit of a long trip. I do wish they had a faster, like, visually faster method to kind of show you your boat travel, because when it's the automated one, it's kind of boring. It's like, literally, this is just the same thing over and over. It's why I pretty much always skip my boat travel, because it just doesn't look visually appealing. And since there's no encounters, it's even less interesting. So this fellow can go across the shallows. Very enterprising of him. Alright, Alright, we have a dock. Before you go, I have something that may interest you. I accepted this bait from the aged adventurer's payment for his travels. Based on the wilderness that lies ahead, I expect it may be useful for you. I'm a charitable man, but I can't give it away for free. I can offer 10 repelling baits. I don't need it. Very well. Okay, so let's take a look at this island. Now, you know what? Let's do this on the next episode. So we've made it to the Phoenix's area, or well, the island of the Phoenix's area. And we'll probably see about exploring it on the next episode. So, until then, I do hope you've enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to leave a like, and let me know what you think in the comments. But, until next time, catch you later.